Hey, what's up? It's Sunday afternoon and I'm running the mountain and it's steep. Probably doesn't look steep on the phone, but it is. We're gaining about 1,000 feet and I run this every day. This is my third trip up today, so it'll be 9 miles, 3,000 feet. But it seemed like a fitting place to get into the second most popular question I get via email, Facebook, whatever, in person. Well, let me get through this real quick. Look. Definitely like running mountains better than flat. For one thing, check out this view. Can you beat that? So, we're getting close to the top. We're not there yet. Okay, so the question is where to start. How do you start when you haven't been doing an exercise program? What about diet? I mean, I realize not everybody is going to start doing stuff like this. You know, run the mountain is going to take some time to work up to. Well, my whole thing is, I don't care what you do. If you're walking, just get out there. If you're walking on flat, it's all good, you know. I mean, I walk when I first started, and some days I don't feel good. When I first started to wrap it up for the year, you know, get out there, burn calories, get that metabolism jacked up, just walk. I don't care what you're doing. If it's walking, get out there for a half hour. Once you feel good doing that, maybe a couple weeks, depending on where you're starting at, then just kind of incorporate some running. You know, so walk for 5, run for 5. Walk for 5, run for 5. And then slowly start filtering in more running. So you run, you know, walk for 5, run for 10. Walk for 5, run for 10, there's your half hour. And then pretty soon, you know, maybe you're just walking a couple minutes, you're running for 20, 26, cooling down with the walk. And then before long, you're gonna be at full 30 running. Then you can throw some hills in there. Same thing. Not many people can run a hill. I mean, it's awesome if you can, because nothing gets the metabolism going like this bad boy right here. Your quads are engaged, your hamstrings, your calves, and engaging all those big muscle groups. Actually, for men, even kicks loose testosterone. That's why guys who lift weights and they squat, they get bigger arms, shoulders, chest, because it just kicks loose that testosterone naturally. In women, you know, it's just a great way to get metabolism ramped up. You know, you run the mountain, you're up here for an hour, you can burn calories, you know, for hours after that. So I dropped my phone, so our recording got cut off, but I was talking about with regard to running or cardio, running the mountains, hiking the mountains, whatever it is, just start off, ease into it, let your body get used to it, and that's really the best way to avoid injury. I see a lot of guys who start running the mountain, start off out of the gate too hard and get shin splints every time, just because you do not use those muscles down in your calves, front of your shins in everyday life walking. But running the hill, you do a lot and develop shin splints really easy. So that's one thing you need to avoid. Got some people coming up. This is a good part of the hill. and you can't beat this stuff. One thing I love about running the mountain is when you're up here, everybody you see is smiling. Everybody's in a good mood, and really, it's contagious. I mean, you might come up here and you might have had a bad day, but man, getting that clean, fresh air, seeing people who are out here doing, I don't know, just improving themselves, smiling, seeing, have a nice night, have a nice morning, whatever it is, you can't help but leave the mountain better than when you came. That's what it's all about for me. High-fiving people on the way by and just, feeling blessed to be able to do this. One thing, okay, second part of the question that I get asked most often is about diet. Now, in regard to my diet, I say what I do. I don't eat sugar. If I have a pop, which is seldom, it'll be a diet. I know people will say, well, aspartame, this and that, whatever, I don't care. I'm not going to eat any sugar. So it'll be Diet Dr. Pepper, Coke Zero, something like that. But again, that's rare. You can't beat water for the most part. I don't eat dairy, carbs. I'll have whole wheat bread. I might have oatmeal, whole wheat pasta, stuff like that. I want something that breaks down slow, keeps giving me fuel. Those wheat grain carbs will break down pretty slow and just last a little longer. If you can eat carbs, you can eat a whole bag of potato chips and it feels like you're hungry 10 minutes later because they're gone. They're not doing much for you. So I want stuff that sticks around. If I'm trying to cut body fat, no carbs after 2, 0. I learned this from my buddy Nick and Eric, 2 buddies, bodybuilders, masters at diet manipulation and how your body reacts. So no carbs after 2. You can have as much protein, salads, green salads, vegetables, all that you want, just no carbs. And before 2, this is when I'm in the body fat cutting stage. I'll just have like 100 grams of carbs a day. It's not very much, but it works. Now with running, that's tough because carbs are fuel for the runner, but you can do it. There's worse things in life. You might not run a PR, but you can get up the hill. Nobody's racing me out here. Just me against myself. So that's what I do diet-wise. Well, we're about wrapping up my 9 miles on the hill, and man, last part of any of this food consumption exercise thing I'll address, and I get this asked a lot, is do I ever drink alcohol? And the question is nope. I ask a lot of my body every single day, and alcohol is not going to help me do what I need to do. If I'm hunting, definitely trying to be the ultimate predator out there, alcohol is not going to help that. If I'm running the mountain, lifting weights, shooting my bow, I just prioritize what I want, where I want to be, what I want to be. And so for me, I'm not judging anybody, but for me, no drinking. Also, hopefully, in between the heavy breathing and dropping my phone and kicking rocks, you can make sense of some of what I said, and maybe it'll help you. And if not, maybe I'll do another video. But in the meantime, keep hammering, and remember, you can achieve all your dreams with hard work and just getting out here and enjoying what we got. It doesn't take much. We don't need a gym membership. We don't need anything special. Just, I don't know, just the mountains. So take care. Have a good night. Enjoy your Sunday.